Baka naman. Hello everyone, welcome back to Baka naman.
And for this week's episode, we are recapping the girl group challenge of Drag Race Philippines Legion Royale with the bottom two of the girl group last year.
Correct.
Diyos ko, di ba?
Paano yun?
Wala, kasi dapat expert opinion.
Go, sige.
San banda?
Expert opinion from the people who flopped the challenge.
Ang kulit mo din, boss eh.
No, sobrang hindi ko talaga sobrang for me. So, obviously, by now, alam nyo, yung episode na to, may Versex, saka merong Ivory. Tapos sabi ni Mick sa akin kanina, hindi mo ba napansin, yung mga binook nating guests, bottom ng girl group. Sabi ko, well, hindi, but let's just call that good producing.
Oo, mamaya mag-TikTok, bakla.
Oo, diba? Wait, nakamusta ka na?
Ito ako, kakauwi ko lang from Vietnam, baby.
Princess of
Ciao. Come on.
Lumaban ka pala sa Vietnam versus the world.
Pala Shopee.
Oo, correct.
Ano na, kamusta na kayo?
Ay mo
mga
sinap.
alaga?
Magtatayo ka naman ng ukay-ukay doon.
Wasang ka.
Bakla pumunta ka sa Balur niya, for sure okay kayo.
Pasabog mag-shopping talaga.
Diba?
Dahil nga Drag Race season, so kailangan natin panindigan ang fashion girl.
Correct.
Now speaking of, thoughts so far on the season, this past 2 episodes?
Feeling ko slow burn siya.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a diplomatic way of saying a certain...
O sige, sabihin ko lukewarm. Okay na ba? Like, sige. O sige, go. Like parang, Diyos ko, dahil pinanood ko kagabi, wala kami viewing party kagabi, so pinanood ko, Diyos ko mag-isa. Oh my gosh, parang na-hardan ako panood. Charot!
Gago!
Kaya namin siya binubuke.
Girl, kailangan
bite.
kong sabihin yun dahil, Diyos ko, pasabog yung season natin. 9 out of 9, IMDb, tama? Up until
Diba
now,
out of 10 yun, girl? Bakit 9 out of 9?
9.9. What I mean is, like 9.9. Hindi siya perfect 10.
Okay.
Oh,
Sige
go.
na.
Diyos ko, ganun talaga. Diyos ko.
Ang ina mo, Swe.
Never mo season namin.
Alam mo, hindi ko alam pa para tinatawid tong episode na to. Pero itawid natin. Pero I mean,
Pero gusto nila yan. Sure ako gusto nila yan.
Gusto nila yan. Okay.
Slow burn na lang. Panatingin namin slow burn.
It will burn eventually.
Correct, Diyos
Yeah.
ko. Pero
To the
kailan ba
ground.
yun?
Tsari!
Kailan ba? Kailan ba yung aabangan ko? Hindi
Garo
yung
ka.
parang trabaho ko to. Sorry po, ako lang to.
Okay, bago pa tayo tuloy ang mga principal's office, let's take it from the top of the episode.
Correct.
Balik tayo sa workroom.
Nanalo ang best friend mong si
Yes.
Kiana. May callback pa to your iconic doing the most.
Correct. I bet nung sinabi ko sa kanya yun, parang kailangan kong gamitin to once in my life. At nagamit niya na. Okay, full circle moment. Bibigay ko sa'yo alaga. Hindi na ikaw yung inaway ko last year. Diba tama? Nasabog siya.
First of all, the fact na siya yung nanalo nung first episode of an international all-star season after just doing the damn thing, I think more and more nare-realize ng tao na putang ina, halimaw talaga tong si Kiana.
Halimaw talaga, te. Like, feeling ko nga, parang, tama yung sinabi ni Ivory na parang kahit si bakla lang mag-represent, parang kaya rin yan eh. Parang kaya rin yung ilaban talaga. So parang give ko sa kanya.
Kiana versus herself.
Correct. Me versus me.
My biggest enemy is me, Papa 911.
911 alag.
Ang ina!
Walang te.
Paano
Ang ina!
Te.
Wala pa tayo 1 minute sa episode
Wala pa
na.
yan.
May intro pa lang to, wow.
Okay, anyway, tuloy natin to. So, si Siam, nakalagay ang pinili niyang lipstick was si Something Wrong.
Yeah.
Medyo awkward yun, no? Na tipong, oy, bala ko nga palang ikaw yung pauwiin ko tas nasa harap mo siya.
Ay, hindi ko ako yun, Diyos ko. Ikaw. Oo, ikaw ang bet kong
In fairness naman kay Siam, ang nabetan ko sa kanya ngayon, very cordial ba is the word of how she described it. Parang, no, I had to save my friend, but now we can work on being friends.
Correct.
Like, airtime siya daw, maganda yung catchphrase nito, parang, now we can, dance more.
Correct.
Mabait si bakla na
Oo.
give ko sa kanya. May pagkaan siya lang si bakla ng slide. Pero, kabog.
Lord!
Siya in a good way. Alam mo yung parang, ang utak ni Siam parang trans woman pero hindi. Ganun ko siya nakikita. Alam mo yung parang nakapilar.
Wala kasi agos naman.
Oo, parang medyo,
Okay, anyway, so let's take it into the brand new day in the workroom.
Correct.
Meron tayong mini challenge na
Kadang-kadang.
And I think, I have a feeling na itong like, suso obstacle course childhood game mini challenge, magiging staple na to after... Kasi our season, we did it twice.
Diyos ko naman, na ano ako dito. Diba, last year? Tanggal verse 6, walang bugel.
Kasi hindi ka nagbubay last year.
Oo, pero ngayon naman, Diyos ko si Yuwa, wala namang bugil, hindi naman natanggal. Diyos ko naman. Parang may pattern. Yan mo na muna.
Ayan.
Okay, and then of course, nanalo na naman si Kiana. Ang dami niya ng pera, ha?
Oo, parang mini-mirror niya nga lang kung anong ginagawa niya last year. Parang seeing double na lang yung season na to.
No, pero actually, pinag-usapan natin ito kanina, yung parang kung mini-mirror lang, if ever nga, mini-mirror lang niya yung ginawa niya sa season 3, I don't think you can't really blame her kasi yung ginamit niyang formula the first time worked. It worked really well.
Yes.
It got her to the end. So parang, yun yung alam niya. So parang, kaya rin naman.
Kasi, pero feeling ko kasi parang, ang din ng, baka mamaya maging repetitive. Parang baka mamaya umay na ito na naman, bakla pa ulit-ulit.
Inaway mo na naman si Kiana.
Hindi hindi kita bakla. Hindi, parang for me lang, parang, give me something else. Kasi parang yun nga, parang mini-mirror mo yung season natin. So parang, parang feeling ko naman sana may mag-grow ng slide. Pero feeling ko masyado pang maaga for
Episode
me to
2 pa
say.
lang
Oo,
naman.
correct.
Oo. And then, of course, ang pinaka-biggest headline itong kanyang mini-challenge win is siya yung assigned sa pag-group ng mga girl group. So basically, sinabi lang niya, lahat ng mga Pinay, kasama ko para pwede kaming rumakit together. Tapos, lahat ng hindi Filipino
Papaka-practical
citizen.
lang naman.
Correct.
I would do the same thing.
The same thing.
Kasi parang parang ang hirap. Feeling ko, yung language barrier really plays a big part sa mga direction and everything. Hindi ko napapahirapan sarili ko kung ako yung nanalo din. Kung if I was Kiana, parang ganun din yung gagawin ko.
And I think yun yung naging storyline of the Filipino group, the entire episode, na parang, chika lang kami,
Correct.
kiki lang kami, parang tawa-tawa lang kami, enjoy lang kami sa challenge.
Tsaka, Baus, can you imagine, parang iba-iba silang culture. Hindi naman sila parang from one, from one franchise. So parang, kung ako yun, ang hirap naman itong, iba-iba silang amat.
Correct.
Baga parang this time around, diversity could be a possible weakness.
Yeah.
Correct.
And for all we know, baka yun ang kinonsider ni Kiana, diba? Kasi girl group is also about chemistry.
Oo, pero hindi niya naisip yun. Diyos ko, kilala naman natin si Bakla. Diyos ko, wala nang ganyan ngayon.
Ang kulit mo!
Lord,
Lord, help us.
I'm sure tuwan-tuwa ngayon ang ating viewers na miss ka nila.
Talaga nga naman, viewers naman talaga, pinipilahan.
Binabalik-balikan, trending na trending. Talaga naman.
Good TV, oo.
And then, ang nakakatuwang moment dito was yung nagsasagutan yung dalawang table na parang sabi nung table ni na Arizona na parang we will make the Philippines proud. Sabi nung kabila, we will make the world proud. Sabi we will make the universe proud. Na tipong, yun yung very nice kiki and banter done in jest and in love na parang nung na-experience namin siya sa viewing party, like sobrang tuwang-tuwa yung mga tao. Kasi parang alam naman nilang why the teams were chosen the way that they were chosen, but they still made a TV moment.
I think it shows na parang this cast has a really good developing relationship.
Yeah.
Hindi man sila as like, kasi kami from the
away na kayo lahat, no?
But from the gate, medyo as in parang...
Tama naman na! Last year na lang yun!
But from the gate, parang medyo naging close kami agad. I think they're showing the signs of like, they are getting quite close as a cast.
They're trying.
Oo. So, para it's getting there. Yun nga lang, syempre magkakaroon ng bumps along the road, which is why, for the international group,
bumpy was the road.
Yes.
Correct. Bumpy was...
Brugi ba?
Diba? Of course, they head into recording at andito ang crowned queen, Corinne Rainey, nga inyong sister. I guess,
Kaya ba na?
you're very close to Maxi.
Yeah.
During the first 2 episodes ng Slaytion, andun siya. Just how does it make you feel to see, like, on the other side na siya agad-agad in such a short amount of time?
Naka-proud si Bakla, but also I just feel like she can work on like critiques.
Okay.
Parang yun lang naman. Kasi parang feeling ko, overwhelming din yung parang nanalo ka tapos bigla kang judge. Parang tawag doon yung parang secretary tapos naging CEO. Parang ganun yung atake. Parang ang bilis nung trajectory. So parang feeling ko, carry pa naman sis. Pero gigive ko sa kanya. Pero parang maybe work on like speech. I don't know. Like parang,
actually, napansin ko parang nung international group, yung kausap niya, iba yung personality niya sa nung pumasok na yung mga Pinay.
Pansin ko din yun na parang, nice, ganito, ganyan. I think we're contest, ganyan. Tapos nung makulit, playful ng mga Pinoy na. So parang feeling ko, she needs to work on that. Like parang
how to translate that same...
correct.
Pero I think where it was really undeniable na parang that was just maxi space was during the recording session.
Amats ni bakla.
Sobrang confident niya. The feedback was like so precise and actionable.
Ganun din nung season namin kasi ang atake ni bakla, siya nga yung naglagay kung saan kami para maganda yung nung kineso. Alam nyo na yung ibig sabihin.
Correct. Pero bottom ka pa rin nung
episode.
episode.
Dead man na. Just, icon naman ako ngayon. Charot!
Yun ang importante, di ba?
Charot lang po. She really needs to eat a slice of humble pie. Charot lang.
So anyway, and then, ang biggest drama pa that happened in the workroom was, obviously because the international girls struggled, we had this exchange of very emotionally charged words between Something Wong and Yua Hamasaki with the whole choreography of it all. You know, as someone na, world-renowned choreographer
and dancer,
movement expert. I mean, grabe ang review sa'yo ng Abante Tonight with your technical expertise. Hindi, pero like, anong masabi mo sa TV moment na to?
Parang gets. Parang alam ko yung struggle nila, pero dumating talaga sa kagatan talaga. Ikaw may kasalanan nito! Di ba parang ganun yung atake ni Something tsaka ni Yua? Parang, guys, nasa competition kayo, so parang bakit hindi nyo na lang, like, alam mo yun, parang naisip nyo pa mag-aaway talaga, bakla. Like,
kasi ang haba nung clip, parang, oh my God,
kasi nung time na yun, parang tinatry ko na lang talaga, hindi ko na kaya kumagat. Like, kasi parang ibang isipin pa yun eh. Parang mga western, ang daming time talaga rin talagang mga gat-kagat.
So, eto na nga tayo sa parang like cinematic parallels of like medyo deja vu of season 3. This episode kind of reminded me of
more flashbacks, no?
My experience and kung parang nag-i-edit ko on the girl group episode of like, parang someone trying to steer the ship was also like the one rocking the boat. Medyo naging ganun yung atake sa akin nun eh. But yeah, so I get where it's coming from, but I think it just went.
Yeah.
Oo, kasi nga parang feeling ko yung culture really plays a big part.
Yeah.
Kasi magkaiba sila ng di ba, franchise.
US and UK.
Oo, so parang feeling ko magkaiba ng dynamic rin talaga sa ugali and sa parang pick up ng kineso. So feeling ko yun yung nangyari.
Yeah. Pero syempre nakakatawa lang yung meme nung si Ivory nasa gitna na just like
silhouette attack.
Diba?
Warla kayo na.
Diba?
Ayun na siya. Silhouette. Ayun na siya. Ito na siya.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. But yes, so of course we breezed through that part very quickly lang because we are going to unpack a lot of verses.
Let's unpack
a lot of
the girl group looks,
okay.
The girl group lyrics, the runway looks, and the turnout of everything. After this quick break. For this week's Cream Silk break, we are doing a segment we call Big Wig Energy, where we take a look at some of the standout styles on this week's episode of Drag Race Philippines Slajon Royale. Number 4. Venus's runway wig. Kamukha na si Mama Mary. For her runway look, Venus's choice of a long and luscious wig with fresh and bouncy curls is the perfect choice for her palenquera concept. A simple style pero talaga namang nakaka-fresh. Number 3. Bernie's girl group wig. Going for a bold hair color is definitely gonna make you stand out. A touch of sass with a Hima style haircut and a touch of sweetness with a sculpted bow, Bernie's neon yellow wig had her looking glowing on the main stage. Literally. Number 2. Arizona Brandy's runway wig. A couture look deserves a high fashion hairstyle. A platinum blonde wig that brings out the striking makeup with eye-catching swirls of red and black. This wig has me flabbergasted. Flabbergasted! Number 1. Kitty Space's girl group wig. A sculptural wig that can survive flips and stunts is always impressive. With the wings that defy gravity and rhinestones for that ultimate shine, Kitty Space is definitely serving us big wig energy. And that was it for this week's Cream Silk break. And back to you, studio.
And we are back. Drag Race Philippines Station Royale Girl Group Challenge recap with the one and only Versex. Okay, so girl
Already
group na. And we are going to analyze and evaluate ang girl group performance.
Kasi
and
experts kami dyan eh.
Correct. Kami na to eh.
And the lyrics. So according to Mama Pao, di ba, magsusulat daw sila ng lyrics that show two things. Their brand / who they are and how or why they are a strong Asian drag queen. So we're looking for those two things. So simulan muna natin sa International Girls na ang pangalan ay
Slay Mix. Overall thoughts on the track. How do we feel about the track?
Ako feeling ko mas nakuha nung international yung brief per queen. Introduce nila yung sarili nila na kung ano silang Asian
the cultural
queen.
diversity. Yes.
Pero bibigay ko sa performance sa Filipino girls.
Paano? Doon the camera ulit. Paano?
Diba? Masyadong 80s talaga ata. Shinaron ko.
Yung ganun.
I mean,
Yung turo.
Pero like gets, parang mas lyrics-wise, mas nakuha nung international girls yung brief.
Yeah. I think kasi ang napansin ko here, especially with the two groups, lyrics is one thing, but vocal delivery
is also another
is
thing.
another
And also selling the
factor.
song while you're performing is also another thing. But let's get on the lyrics of the queen. Simulan natin kay Siam. Ang kanyang lyrics go, baka lang hindi po to super accurate, okay? Dahil finifilm namin to agad-agad. But hopefully about 80-90% of it tama naman. It goes, Hi Siam, sawadi ka, mabuhay Thailand. We all have what you like. Somtam, mango, sticky rice, or pad thai. Let's Siam pussy serve you all night. I definitely got the Thai reference.
Yeah.
Get. Waitress atake ni Bang.
It's quite on the nose, but at the same time kasi, Siam's branding really has been on the nose.
Correct.
Hello, pangalan pa lang niya.
Parang in your face tie. So parang medyo nagigets ko.
Yeah. And feeling ko actually, pasabog yung lyrics na like it kind of meets the assignment because it's all about like may play on yung serving because like serving is the usual like drag term that you use but also dahil may mga references of food before that baka waitress nga ang atake.
Waitress atake di ba?
Diba? And then let's move on to Suki Doll. Ang kanyang lyrics go, SUKI, I'm a top tier doll, never slip, never lie. Runway slayer, Asia's top player, came to shut it down, taste my true North flavor.
Pasabog siya magsulat, no?
I am going to make the bold claim this episode that Suki Doll is under-edited. Because this was good.
This was really good.
Gets.
This was really good.
Tsaka parang siya yung queen na naaalala ko. Kahit sinasabi mong
underedited. Yeah.
Underedited siya. Parang kasi, there are girls in this competition, alam niyo naman na, ayun yung pangalan niya. Sinabi ko kanina, di ba? Pero wag na natin pangalanan. Pero like, okay, si Suki is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Tapos parang meron mga girls dito na parang, ay shit, yun pala yung pangalan niya. Hindi ko alam. Sorry, Baus. Di ba kanina?
Alam niya pangalan ko, so naalala niya ako.
Correct. Okay, girl, that's her name.
Yeah. Pero yeah, this verse from Suki Doll is pretty good. And I'm quite, it's quite unfortunate na safe pa lang si Suki Doll so far because I would have really wanted, the judges to really express the great runways that she's been delivering.
Oh, she's so polished.
Correct.
I want to be her,
but
honestly.
More on that later. Pero I think this verse is pretty good. Up next, we have Kitty Space. It says, the lyrics go, the Vietnamese cute kitten was raised in France, fashion funny, fierce, and proud to be trans. Hello, Asia, bite me. I came to slay here, just landed from space and ready for the queer. Oh,
I think. What do you think?
I like the last line is pretty strong in the sense that just landed from space and ready to be queer. Just this whole persona of she's an alien from outer space. I feel like mas ngayon ko siya lalo nakuha in the competition so far. Definitely the fashion and the fronts branding andon. The funny part, I mean, ngayon, telling pa lang, wala pang showing. Yes. Hopefully, it gets shown later on.
Pino-forecast pa lang, diba? Ito ako. Kaya ko tong gawin.
Yun naman ang nagustuhan ko sa performance niya is she was quite concise about who she is, what she can deliver. The look is great. Her performance, nakapag, maganda yung attitude and stage presence niya, nakapag, stunts pa siya.
Correct.
She delivered, a very succinct performance. As in, andun lahat ng rekado.
Kumbaga, isa
malaman.
Siya, dun sa girl group nila, siya yung mga isang western na caring sumayaw. Kasi most of them, parang bakla appear. Akay nila, onti na lang, puti na kayo. Why gotta be white?
Alam mo, malapit ka na maging persona non grata sa mga bansa nila.
Dead ba ako dyan? Diyos ko. Walang plano pumunta sa bansa nila.
Ay naman. Ay! And then we go to Something Wrong. Her lyrics go, better say just what you think. I'm a motherfucking... If you think I don't belong, there's something wrong. Asian food I'm serving and a takeaway I'm working. I'm slaying with my Asians. Let me hear you say, something.
For me, she delivered on the vocal recording.
Yeah.
She showed na parang, in the way that she punched up her lyrics in her delivery, may experience siya on that matter.
Correct. But the branding is here,
Yeah.
I think. Although, no, actually, kasi sinabi niya last week na parang mas nakaka-identify siya sa kanyang British roots, I may
Correct.
have wanted a bit of that
Yes.
here. But of course, the Asianness is there.
At saka diba the brief is parang kailangan, what type of Asian queen are you?
Yeah,
Correct.
this was quite... I mean, she literally said, Asian food I'm serving, takeaway I'm
correct.
working, which is quite parang like blanket Asian.
Yeah.
Parang mas leaning towards nga siya sa parang roots niya.
Pero ang ganda ng recording voice niya, sorry. Alam ko like,
Yes.
hindi man off topic, but like sidebar. Ang ganda
Yes.
ang ganda ng
Correct.
boses niya.
Tsaka parang nabaliw rin si Maxine. Ay, isa pa. Pero isa pa. Another.
Natuwa.
Correct.
And then we have Yuwa, and it goes, Ni hao ma, I'm Yuwa coming with the red and yellow. I know my ABC, so don't you go hero. Raised by rice cause they keeps me warm and nice. If you shit on me, baby, I'm ready for the fight.
I will also back up something on
Okay.
this aspect kasi mas maganda yung delivery of like yellow hero. Parang the way that you delivered it, like I understand the joke. It just the delivery was a
Get.
little.
Di ba dapat pagkanta, paganta dapat? At ako ni bakla, like,
Oo.
gets ba yung... Si bakla, bababa.
Yung-
Akit, bababa.
Yung critique ni something during the recording,
Nagigets.
mas maganda yung flow for me personally.
Okay naman ako dun sa verse ni Yuwa. It has a lot of attitude in terms of like
Yes.
lyrics wise. And also performance wise din. For me, sa kanya ko pinaka na-captivate sa grupo. Kasi siya yung sa bandang dulo, and for me, siya yung nabenta niya sa akin. And lyrics wise, I'm okay with it. And then we also have Ivory, ang kanyang lyrics. I come take a sip of delicious milk tea. I'm a mixed breed, still got Asian in me. Fainted on down under, left you all begging for more. I'm rising like the phoenix, come get glazed and watch me soar. I like this.
Yeah.
Pasawag siya magsulat.
Sweet.
Diba? Correct. Ang maganda rin kasi sa kanya, dahil din, yung parang strong personal branding, but also like, as an Asian queen, parang na-meet niya pareho. Kasi alam niya
Yes.
yung paghimatay sa kanya, paghimatay niya, yung naging branding niya. And
Yes.
she owned it. Not only did she own it, but she used it really as imagery for the Phoenix rising again. So,
Wala siyang pinipilit. Like, hindi
Diba?
niya pinipilit. Ito lang yung carry ko.
Oo.
Pero hindi siya bad thing.
Correct.
Yes.
Ito,
Yeah.
ito ako.
So, ang ganda rin ng verse ni Ivory, honestly. But, you know,
It
we
is
can't
what
have
it
nice
is.
things.
It is what it is. It turns out how it turns out.
Correct.
And ayun. At least, nandun pa rin siya sa episode 3.
Correct.
So, that's it for the international
International girls.
group.
Correct. Pumunta na tayo sa Team Uniteam. Charing.
Alam mo, ang masasabi ko lang, syempre, ang ganda ng pasok ng kabilang group. Sana ganun din last year. Mas nauna kami.
Hoy, wag niya namang pantay-pantay tayo sa mata ko. Walang magaling, walang masya. Ito naman, masyado nyo namang inaano yung yellow. Okay lang yun. Marami lang yung stream sa amin.
Ang daming tao nagsasabi na yung quick cutaway pa lang sa kanila na pumapasok sa likod ng stage.
Ang lakas ng dating.
Diba? Like, lakas maka-Avengers Endgame. Oh.
Like, parang hindi na ako nagda-doubt na parang, ay, sila winner. Like, parang nung pinili pa lang nila Kiara, sorry feeling ko kasi alam natin yung caliber ng mga Filipina girls.
Yes. Especially these ones na parang talagang pinalaki ng bar.
Oo, pwede natin sabihin na pillars.
Oo.
Like, siguro one of the pillars, siguro. Sila yung mga nauna. So, parang, hindi ako nag-worry sa kanila na, ay, walang matatanggal dito.
Correct.
I think yun rin yung parang maganda with or what I got more from the Filipino group is that parang okay, I'm in great hands. So I can just really enjoy this whole performance because I know they are going to just hit their mark and serve.
Alam nila kung anong gagawin nila.
Yeah.
So I mean, dahil obviously sa kanila naman yung winner, sa kanila naman yung safe, kaya natin mas maging nitpicky. Charing!
Correct.
So punta tayo up first, Brigading. Ang lyrics ni Brigading, go fly high, mabuhay. Brigading, I'm the queen of winning, shining like a star. Asian pride, let's make it clearer. Mother's legacy, heart so pure. That's for sure. Conquer the world, slay for the gold. Bring it on, darlings, pop off.
Oh, why? What are you talking about?
I think your personal branding is there, which is with the mother
Brightest star.
legacy heart so
Oo.
pure. I think andun yung personal branding. Medyo nabinan ako ng slight dun sa kind of Asian queen.
Yeah, parang hindi siya, parang mas more on branding siya, whereas like, parang mas kesa Asian
Yeah.
towards na verse.
I think yun yung parang medyo, hindi naman sobrang miss, pero like general sa Team Pilipinas, sa parang dahil pare-pareha silang Pilipinas, I don't think a lot of them thought of making the conscious decision na parang, Pilipina ako.
Tama. Alam mo, may point ka doon. Very good ka doon.
Matalino siya talaga.
Sana na-apply ko lahat sa challenges, di ba?
Tama.
Ay, Diyos ko sis, mas madali mag-comment kaysa sumali. Kaya nga, Diyos ko, mas pasabog ako sa mga ganto-ganto eh.
Hindi, pero actually, ang ganda ng point ni Mix na parang, like, okay, we wanna nitpick the Filipino-ness of it, but it's an all-Filipino girl group. Like, how
But
much
that's
more...
the challenge.
I know, but I guess parang, I don't wanna say I'm giving them a free pass, but that should count for something.
Yes.
Diba?
Ako nga parang for me, parang feeling ko dapat siya yung sinabi ni Venus eh. Na parang slight, hindi naman nag-drag down, pero like,
Well,
Well,
Mama
one
Pao.
thing we can't clock with Brigading kasi yung performance.
performance
Oo naman
pasabog,
talaga.
oo. Pero like, the lyrics, I kinda don't get it. Like, parang it's random words for me.
Ako nabitin lang ako dun sa Filipino-ness.
Yeah,
Pero
Ako
like
ang
the
pinaka-
personal branding for me, check naman
Yeah.
me.
Ako ang pinaka napansin ko lang yung delivery niya, yung like rhyming, yung pag-rhyme niya was very Zimbading adjacent.
Yes.
Parang, let's make it clearer.
Correct.
It's very a Zimbading cadence.
Yeah, may
so
template.
talagang may family resemblance sila hanggang sa
Meron pa rin
pagsasalita.
strong personal
Correct.
branding. Family branding pa nga.
Correct.
Hindi nga personal branding. O, di ba? And then up next, we have Bernie. It goes, andito na si Mother Bernie for another laban for the crown with Boogstrand's power. Moreno from Silangan fight. Diday para sa bayan. Kita ang angas ng Team Pilipinas.
I love this. I'm
Ako
so
din.
sorry. Parang,
I'd be like,
andyan lahat eh.
Ganda, no?
maganda siya.
Ang ganda, no? Yun lang. Thank you. Okay.
Maganda siya. Like, parang, I kinda don't get kung ano yung sinasabi ni Venus na parang dindrag sila ni Bernie because I just feel like, sorry siya yung pinaka-fully realized.
The angas
Yeah.
ng Pilipinas.
I'm sorry, like,
Andiyan
Yeah.
kasi yung trans power, callback
Mother siya.
sa Boogs,
Mother
tapos mother siya. Parang morena siya. Yun yung
Correct.
like yun yung core identities
Correct.
ni Bernie, tapos napasok pa niya yung laban para sa bayan, Team Pilipinas. There's that personal brand and brand as an Asian queen. What type of Asian
Oo,
queen
also
she
like
is.
na parang maganda siya sa tenga. Unlike na yung sinasabi ko na
Yes!
parang,
No,
ganun,
cute,
ganun.
no? Yeah.
Oo na, boss.
Hindi,
Okay ka na?
wala akong sinasabi.
I like it. Super
Yeah. And again, sayang lang din because ang dami rin talagang very, very talented queens in the season. Like somebody like Bernie, dahil safe siya, hindi rin tuloy siya na bibigyan ng critiques. And I feel like she is giving really strong performances. I just would have wanted to hear from the judges like what they thought
Yeah.
of what she has shown so
Yes.
far. Yeah.
I get it.
And next up, we have Arizona Brandy. Itaas ang bandera at iwagayway. Arizona, tagay, everyone, maglalaway. The funny and the fierce, hear me roar. Smoking out the competition, vape couture.
Personal branding muna. What do you think?
I think na-check niya yung personal branding but like yung pagiging Asian is like I kinda don't hear it. Like parang hindi ko kasi di ba yun yung brief na parang anong type ka ng Asian queen?
Yeah.
What sets
There's
you apart?
subtle notes of it dun sa itaas ang bandera at iwagayway.
Aha.
Said in Tagalog, said in Filipino. There's some hints of it.
Oo,
Correct.
hints. Pero like parang feeling ko it's more of a personal branding than introducing yourself in an
Correct.
international
Yeah.
Eh, sa girl
standpoint.
group, dapat sinasabi mo yung pangalan mo.
Correct.
May attack. Anyway, performance-wise
arrive.
naman.
Vroom, arrive.
Tayo naman.
Diba? Mix Chanel.
Riot.
Kilabot ng mga Toda drivers.
Mix Chanel representing
Mix Toda.
Grab riders everywhere.
Mix Chanel representing yung Move It drivers sa likod ng picture ni Alyssa Edwards.
Ang deep cut! Okay, anyway, performance-wise naman, I really loved Arizona stage presence. Hindi siya yung parang, ang galing niya, I want more, I'm anticipating for more, what is she gonna do next? Parang, kung ano yung napakita niya, that was very Arizona.
Flawless.
As in, satisfied.
Flawless si bakla.
Satisfied
Alam niya yung
customer,
ano
10 out of 10, masarap yung hagod.
Alam niya
Correct.
kung saan siya titigil. Alam niya yung mga ano niya.
Saka maganda rin yung funny and the fierce because I think this time she's really owning that she is a comedian and not just a camp queen. So I think that's also good. Pero tama yung sinabi nyo na parang may build up na ibibigay sa'yo sa Arizona. So magkakaroon ka ng expectation na parang, oh my God, this needs to have like a very satisfying end and it always delivers.
Oo, correct.
Hanggang sa verses, she has great comedic time. Kasi yung vape couture, tapos the way that she actually did it on stage.
Tsaka ewan na, parang si Arizona yung parang hinihintay ko kung anong mangyayari sa mga susunod na episode. Parang siya ang minamata ko for this season.
Ano nga siya
pun
eh.
intended.
Ang sabi namin kagabi sa kanya, she is, track record-wise, the front runner. Because she is the one that was consistently in the top for the
Tsaka
past
parang
2
mas
episodes.
confident siya this time.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct. Kasi I think alam niya na parang like what she brings to the table. So therefore like, ito lang siya. But again, you know, I know we've been nitpicking the lyrics. Pero yun nga, hindi lang naman kasi lyrics to. Lyrics, performance. and hindi naman puto songwriting competition.
Ay, Diyos ko naman, ito podcast pa, di ba? Ano pag-uusapan natin?
Speaking of songwriting competition, ito namang next natin ay she loves the fast rap. She has been
Correct.
incorporating a fast rap
Oh.
on all the Drag Race tracks so far. Kiana, PH Pride, Here Comes the Tide, Red Blue Sun, Get Ready for the Tide Slap, Face, Body, and Waist, Can Count Me Now, Cause I Bet You Wanna Taste, OTW On The Way, Yes Me, That Bitch Kiana with a K, For Crazy, Fresh from Season 3, I Made It to the Top, But I Know You Wanna Top Me.
Yeah. So baka hindi accurate yung pag-transcribe
Oo,
namin.
yeah.
But
Hindi ganyan talaga yan, sure ako. Bakla. Ganyan talaga yan, pe.
Yun yung I think for me, of the 3 verses we've gotten from Kiana so far, this is, for me, the weakest one she's written.
He gets, correct.
it feels like the first draft of what eventually ended as her Slay a Clavers. Parang ganun siya for me.
Parang palaging bet ni bakla talaga yung mga word vomit talaga na parang
Yung fast rap. And for me kasi what makes a fast rap work is yung when it comes out of the blue sa kanta, yung parang the other girls are medyo mid-tempo, tapos bigla siyang papasok.
Gets.
But having done it 3 times in a row, nawawala na yung wow factor, no? Ay, ang galing ng dila ni bakla.
like, give me more. Give me something
So
else. Surprise me.
if we dive into the lyrics, medyo parang bordering on word vomit nga siya for me na parang, I get
Basahin
it.
mo siya. Tiga mo kung may mabubuo kang thought.
It's like,
Tiga mo ha.
Oh.
Tiga mo sis.
we get it. It's cunty lyrics. You love the cunty lyrics. You love the like.
At andyan na
Face,
po ang
body
mga fans
snatch.
ni Kiana sa comment section namin in 3, 2, 1. Hello!
Balik ko din. Nabash na ako ilang beses na. Twice na, pe. Unfaced na ako ngayon, Diyos ko.
We are aware of how, how delulu we are right
Oo,
now.
self-aware naman kami, Diyos ko. Ano lang to, Diyos ko naman.
Nagkikritik lang kami
Tsaka hindi para seryosohin, wow.
Oo.
But what I really would have wanted from Kiana, I think, is this whole, she was just the runner-up, but it's all about the fight and getting back up
mas
again.
kwento niya.
Parang feeling ko that
Mas
would have been,
storyline niya.
na parang pwede mong itahi yun sa resilience of the Filipino spirit,
Yeah.
diba? If you think about resilience of the Filipino
Oo,
spirit.
ito yung serious. Kala mo binabagyo pa rin talaga. talaga
Pero,
nga naman.
oo.
Pero pwede yun, diba? If you think
Correct,
about
actually,
it.
oo nga.
Oh.
Bagyo-bagyo.
Gets ko yung sinasabi mo kasi if you put this same verse in Dapat Pakak, put this same verse in Slay
It will
Akla,
still work.
It will still work.
Alam mo, because of her, parang medyo ang hirap sumali ng All-Star season, lalo na kapag
Oo.
nag-top 4 ka or top 2. Kasi parang partly nabigay mo na lahat.
Correct.
Tapos parang, girl, something else. Like parang, okay, kaya na ikaw pa din yan eh.
Yeah.
Parang
Pero
partly-
syempre,
pero
Yes.
like,
In fact, that's what I want to talk about. The confidence grew because sobrang bongga because that performance, even if you watch the whole thing with the audio off, you'll be like, no, she's winning this week.
Yes. Yun din naman. Doon naman siya bumawi na parang, girl, nakita niyo yung talon niya into the V-drop, mas mataas, parang papalipad na siya.
Correct. Diba?
pero feeling ko nga kaya hindi nabigay kasi parang, alam mo yung parang, ganito siya oh. Pero paano mo makikita yung highs kung walang lows?
Sa bagay.
Like parang
which is,
flatlining.
and it is unfair because like she always operates on such a high level na
Yeah.
parang as an artist, like, it's hard to innovate when I'm always giving you 11 out of 10.
Yeah, but that's kind of boring. Perfection is boring.
I'm not saying she's perfect. I'm just saying, like, sobrang excellent niya at every turn na parang we should just be happy rin sometimes na parang we're getting a talent like Kiana on TV because obviously a talent like her doesn't always come often.
Oo, yun na yan siya.
I think the general diplomatic consensus is we just wanted a bit more variety. We got
flavor.
Consistency.
Flavor. Kumbaga, like, parang pwede naman pansit canton na atake mo, chili mansi ka ngayon. At bukas, spicy ka naman. Alam mo yun, iba naman. Pero isa pa din.
Hashtag Versex for Pansit Canton endorser.
Call me.
Call me and let's fight.
Correct.
In person. Up next, we have Venus Deluxe. It goes, bonggang-bongga ang bunganga, gravity, airtime, lagi ang misis, representation, all we need, perfect dyan ay si Venus. Get your popcorn, watch me slay, beauty never gonna fade away, Deluxe experience so fun, and her face and vocals and runs.
Pinaka tumatak sa akin kay Mrs. dito, she is a recording artist. She is the recording artist of the group kasi she knew how to punch up the lyrics, which parts yung i-enunciate niya ng mas bongga, ang linaw nung boses niya sa rap, and then kumanta pa siya sa dulo.
Yeah.
Recording artist, like, kitang-kita mo yung experience niya in the booth.
Personal branding for me is like 15 out of 10 kasi like nalagay niya lahat ng reference sa
Bunganga, airtime, misis, popcorn.
Diba? Correct. Kulang na lang pati yung buong home address niya ilagay niya dito para siyang siya na. Diba? Doon sa Asian part lang, parang I think she was onto something really, really special when she said, airtime lagi ang misis, representation all we need. Parang the term na airtime and representation, parang feeling ko pwede pa siyang maging hinug pa into something like quite nationalistic and us like finally getting our flowers as Filipinos.
Kasi ano to is Malaysian Royal, so kailangan talaga medyo may pagka-nationalistic.
Correct.
Like parang ibibigay mo sa Philippines ngayon this time around.
Correct. So parang feeling ko like I would have wanted one more line there kasi parang that feels very, very unique and very, very fresh.
In terms of the performance, I loved it. We got highs.
Correct.
We got like blocking highs, we got blocking lows, we got fierce, we got comedy.
Ang galing for me na ginawa niya sa last part, sa runs.
Hindi kaya nga wala akong comment sa performance nila. Kayo na yan siya eh. mga mima namin kaya ang pwede na lang namin i-nitpick is yung parang writing kasi girl, carry mag-comment.
Kasi kaya namin i-nitpick yung writing because we know what bad writing is like.
Oh, like, girl, fight me. Ang catchy kaya nung, let me introduce you as hanggang may naalala nyo hello.
Sabi nga nila, diba, it's our podcast.
Room, arrive.
Choices were made.
Tandaan nyo guys, yung mga nagko-comment sa lyrics, ang mga taong nag-produce ng Vroom Arrive at diba?
Play with words. Like, hello, like, pwedeng gawa ng sound. Home nauso nga, dami on grrr. Hello.
So yes, that was our Asian 8 track. Shout out din pala, I think Kumare Harvey had a hand in the writing and the vocals of the chorus. Shout out kay Kumare.
Yeah. But also, sorry, let's just go again dun sa as a girl group, yung P-Nice. I mean, we knew naman sa start pa lang na they were gonna win. But also just seeing it
naman.
in an international all-star season, the way they just did the damn thing.
Satisfying
satisfying talaga. Tipong alam mong ibibigay na nila.
Ganito yung reaction, no? Yeah.
Ganun eh. Diba?
Yung episode na to, parang nakapagpalabas ka ng matiwasan.
Correct yung parang, grabe na. Like, ang saya.
Yun lang talaga. I mean, all of the nitpicks aside that we can give
like
the
parang,
Filipina group.
Pag namin ini-nitpick,
sila na yan sila.
Correct. Like parang, perfect kayo, no? Walang may ginagawa nyo. Parang all-stars to knock, no?
Correct.
Atake nyo all-stars.
tapos mag-comment yung mga tao kaya never mag-all-stars yung mga yan kasi puro talang-talak. Ganon.
O, dead ma. May career pa naman. Tsaka nyo kami ganyanin kapag wala nang masyado kaming career, ha?
Hindi pare, bakla di pare manifest.
Oy, walang ganun, sis. Diyos ko.
Alam mo, let's take a short break before we go to the runway. Sige na.
Take another break.
Uy,
It's too
itong episode na to. Dama ko talaga nga naman.
And we are back. We are now going to recap the runway part of episode 2 of Drag Race Philippines Legion Royale. At ang kanilang category ay Tech Kudu.
Yes.
sure.
para ano siya, self-moving outfits ang atake.
Chris Van Herpen, atake.
So, me and Versex were kind of talking about how I don't think this was the right category for a girl group challenge.
Correct.
Because the highlight of the episode is, no matter how you edit it, the highlight of the episode is going to be the girl group.
Correct.
And I feel like this was such a good category
Oo.
that they could have saved to punch up a different
like
episode.
parang, for me, parang caring ilagay yung medyo, sabihin na naman,
Oo.
let's be honest, like merong mga category na underwhelming. Sana
Best
ito yung
drag.
nilagay.
Or
Yung
parang brand
ulit-ulit daw, Diyos
yourself.
ko, yun na lang.
Ganon.
Yung parang,
Kulay.
Ang ganda ng mga, in fairness,
Tama kayo. Alam nyo, tama. In fairness sa inyo. Kasi nga, for me, when I was rewatching the episode to prepare for the podcast, as in talaga like, ang ganda ng runways.
Ang
And I
ganda,
feel like,
te.
ang taas ng energy ng crowd sa viewing party kagabi na parang, pag sa runway, there's nowhere else to go but
Oo.
down.
Diyos ko si Yuwa lang naman ang
And-
hindi masyadong bakla.
Tapos
Bakit
ako,
sila pasabog?
ang na-feel ko naman, parang people were just trying to make it through the runway to get to the critiques of the performance because that's what we want
Correct.
to get to for the
Correct.
girl group challenge.
Pero
So,
buti na lang may podcast tayo para bigyan natin ng proper flowers and feedback.
oo,
and,
I had to rewatch the episode to go through the runway looks kasi nung sa viewing part talaga, parang ako, skip nyo na yan, doon na tayo sa chika, doon na
Wait,
tayo sa
ako naman parang,
critique.
ay, ito pasabog to, gagawin ko to. Ito pasabog to. Ito gagawin ko to. Pero hindi ko sa like credit.
But yeah, it's a really good category. I just feel like they could have saved this great category
Correct.
for
Siguro
another
mga padulo.
episode. Oo, parang,
Correct.
alam mo yun yung episode na yung challenge, maganda, pero ipa-punch up mo pa. Ito kasi, the girl group episode did not need punching up.
Correct. Up first, Suki Doll.
I love this, but where's the tech?
Ay, yun lang yung ano ko sa kanya. I had a hard time looking for the tech. The look, wonderful, amazing, Suki doll na yan.
Yeah.
It's giving you all the drag that you need. It's just that yung
Where's the
umiikot sa waist niya, you barely see it because it's drowned in the texture
Oo.
of the ruffle.
Tsaka
Tapos,
ito yung fabric na di ba pag ginanon mo, gumagalaw
yun
na
nga
talaga
yung,
siya
yun nga yung
itself.
nung una ko napanood, parang ano yun, may electric pan ba siya sa hips kaya lumilipad yung tela? Yun ang,
Kasi nagaganyan na yung telang yan.
oo.
By itself, nang kahit walang mga tech.
Oo,
So
parang the tech is not the highlight of the look. Is yun lang yung like fierce look but the tech was not a highlight. And for the category it needed to be.
correct.
Yeah. But, this could have been, this could have also been just like best drag
Yeah.
or Vegas showgirl.
Perfect, eh, wow.
Pang
showgirl.
finale.
Diba?
Amin
Ganun
na
talaga.
talaga.
Pwede ng pang finale
Correct.
yan, no?
And again, sayang lang na, di ba, like Jimbo, this is Jimbo's last episode. Kung nakakuha lang sana ng critique si Suki
Yeah.
from Jimbo, the Canada through line there,
Yeah.
it just would have been really, really, really nice.
Rob list.
Correct. Up next, we have something Wong. The tech is there.
Asan yung tech pa na
Ayun,
dyan?
Yun yung arms niya dito sa hips, gumaganong-ganon.
Give. Alam mo, partly, ayun lang.
Ayun,
yung parang
oo.
yung mga kamay-kamay medyo majujubit talaga. Parang hindi anatomically correct. Pero give naman.
Oo, okay naman.
Oo.
Up next, we have Kitty Space.
Girl.
Ganda.
Nauga
Sobra.
ako dito na parang, alam mo yung, it was already such a visually interesting look. And then bumuka, parang
ganda,
ako,
te.
putang ina.
Diba? Ganun tayo. Pag
Parang rated R reference pero nilabasan ka na sinubo
Ang
pa yung
ganda, te.
ulo.
Ang
or
ganda, te.
para kang nag-poppers bigla bumuka.
Correct.
Ang ganda, te. Tumelag ah. Tumelag.
Girl,
ganda niya,
it's
te.
the French girls.
Like parang yes, they always bring it. Like parang hindi na ako mag-worry about the French girls kasi hello, couture
Diba?
is the land of fashion.
Kitty Space joins the ranks of amazing fashion France girls
Pasabog
like
siya.
Deli France and Marie France.
Ulit na ito.
Okay. ARP next, we have Siam Pussy. At ang kanyang tech is lotus siya na bumubuka-buka ang bulaklak at nandoon sa loob ang reyna.
What do you think about this?
It's a really gaggy reveal.
It was, pero like, parang may mga unflattering na parts. For me lang ah. Na parang feeling ko, asan yung reveal? Nung kahit nasa dulo na siya ng runway, parang,
Ako nagustuhan ko yung reveal na parang covering your face and then uncovering is
Yeah.
always like an impactful moment. Kasi mukha yan eh. That's
Gets. Pero parang,
That, parang that's the face eh. Pero gets ko yung sinasabi mo na parang, I was more interested in the neck up.
oo, like parang, yung silhouette sa baba, parang okay.
The dress was a support for the tech, which, I mean, yeah, that tech was the highlight of the look. Pero parang,
Basta yung proportion is weird. Or parang siguro kailangan yung petals bumababa talaga ng bit. Parang may mga parts na pag gumanon siya, natatakpan yung face.
pero Che, aminin natin, pag makita natin yan sa bar show, may lumabas na baklang ganos, biglang bumuka nang hindi niya ginagalaw ng sarili niya kamay. Parang, ay wow. Syempre, wow na yan.
Correct.
Wala namang comment to si Alaga. Wow, ano yun? Ang comment mo kay Siam. Wow.
Hindi naman ako fashion girl.
di go.
I'm
Di
just
play
a
mo.
girl.
Play mo.
Dito tayo kay Yuwa.
Ang kulit na ito, Ninako.
Sinabi na naman niya yung story that she had another. And honestly, nung naglalakad pa lang siya sa runway, it kind of I could feel it na parang, oh my God, let's just get through this. Ibenta lang natin to because, this is not
Dito
our
bibili na.
proudest
Yeah.
moment.
Backstage last night with Ivory, she kind of did talk about like the struggle of, you have to pack a tech look in a suitcase with like all of your other looks and then put them on an airplane, fly in from another country, and then pagkabukas mo ng maleta mo, parang good
Lego
luck, babe.
na lang.
Oo.
Like, hindi, parang for me, if Marina can do it,
Ay,
kaya ng lahat. No, alam mo yun, yung
Totoo
parang,
naman.
nagawa ni Marina. Pasabog yung mga dala ni Marina, bakit di niya kayang gawin? Like, especially you're from the main franchise. What is that? The colors doesn't go together, red, green, and yellow.
ako, I'm just happy na hindi siya delusional. And alam niyang this was
Oo,
not.
self-aware naman si Bakla.
Kasi parang, what if sabihin pa niya, what?
Siguro
This
parang-
one?
At ako ni Bakla parang, sige, ipe-present ko to
Oh,
ng bilik.
parang,
Ito ang inspo ko.
Eto yung meron tayo ngayon. Eto yung umabot
Correct.
ngayon. Eto yung
Eto na
bibigay
lang
ko.
eh.
Correct.
Diba?
Ito na yun eh.
Correct. May mga ganun ka bang categories nung season 3 na medyo you were dreading na ma-assign siya that week?
Oo, te. Yung parang mga superhero, Diyos ko. Yung
Makeover?
Oo, yung mga ganun. Yung mga ganun.
Bakit ano ba idea mo sa makeover dapat?
Pasabog naman yung silhouette, pero yung material hindi ko masyadong type. Parang atake ko nun Darna tsaka Super B. Like parang ako si Super B, tas may Darn ng costume na color pink. Ganon.
Okay.
O, tama na yung season 3, Diyos ko. Kami na naman eh.
Hi, nako, up next. Season 3 din, Kiana. I'm sorry, but this is just... Kanina I told you na, Kiana always operates on such a high level. You always have such high expectations when Kiana is about to step down the runway. Then she comes out in something like this. Tipong like, that's why it's so easy to root for her.
Yeah.
Diba? It's so easy to root for her because she will deliver sa performance. She will deliver sa runway. Magbibigay siya ng unit team na reference.
Yes.
Diba?
Oh my God.
Oh.
Nitpicky lang, parang may isa lang ako, like alam mo sabi ni Chanel, kapag lalabas ka ng bahay, magtatanggal ka ng isa, siguro the clear situation sa baba.
Yeah.
Yun lang. Nabasag lang ako doon.
Oo. Gets kita doon na parang there was a little too much detail, a little too much going on, but I love the spectacle of just like, hello, lalakad ka sa runways, mga ganun-ganun yung mga kinembot-kembot mo.
Siya yung parang pinakamalapit sa Iris Van Herpen na situation.
Correct.
Ayoko lang nung yung nalulukot kasi talaga pag PVC na clear eh. Hindi ko alam kung hindi na kailangan nun.
Honestly, I'm surprised nga na parang, would this have been in better condition pa kung hindi siya like pinak? Kasi di ba kung isisiksik mo talaga sa bag to, parang paano yan, di ba?
Yung bottom talaga, yun lang talaga hindi ko bet. Pero other than that, perfect top tier.
Correct.
Alaga dahil dyan itong score mo.
Correct. 3. Charot. 3 out of 10. Bakit? Charot.
No, pero sorry, alam ko last week, sabi ko yung kalabaw, it was like really immaculate. This one is also the same thing. I'm tipong, hi, Kiana, never change.
Kiana.
In as much as nangihingi ng variety sa'yo si Versex, in other parts, like never change.
Pero ako lang
Dun-
naman to, Diyos ko naman,
Pero-
hindi mo naman ako kailangan i-please.
Actually, for me nga, dun siya check this time around. Grabe yung variety niya in terms of the runway look.
Runway looks.
Iba-iba
Yes.
talaga siya.
Like parang makikita mo talaga ang unit team ng taga-CDO. 'Di ba? Parang kasi 'di ba parang it's all about like sisterhood, yun yung inaano ni Alaga.
Correct. Up next, we have Brigading. I think the edit really helped kind of like give focus to the tech part. Because dahil sa ulo yung tech, doon una nakita. Tapos tipong, oh my God, that's probably gonna move. And then it moved. At tipong, oh wow, this
Yeah.
is this is pretty cool.
But for me, it's just a random look tapos nilagyan na, hindi siya fully realized for me. Parang random siyang look tapos nilagyan lang, okay, ito na yun. Ito lang yung gown ko tapos ito lang yung gumagawa.
Okay, I
Like
get
parang
what-
it's a fierce look. I'll give that
Yes,
to her.
it's a really fierce brigading look,
It's a
definitely.
fierce look.
I like the silhouette because medyo malapit na siya sa parang old Hollywood glam. And that's an imagery that I've always associated brigading with.
For me kasi, parang, okay, it's a fierce look, but what was the inspo? I don't really see it. Like, parang hindi siya...
What's the story?
What's the
Parang
story? Like,
ganon.
parang,
Yung brand sa akin, as pagka-introduce niya, mother of the house, and this is giving very much head bitch in charge because of how strong the look
Giving
is.
Sharon Burlap.
Oh, so parang I'm getting a clear brand sa akin.
sure.
Oo. Up next, we have Viñas Deluxe sa kanyang mangingisda. I mean, this was just...
For me, as much as we got like great fashion couture ornamental pieces, this was my favorite look this
Me
week.
too.
Yeah.
You know why? Parang nag-grow talaga siya kasi parang feeling ko nagiging modern drag queen na si Viñas. Alam niya na kung ano yung mga kailangan i-edit out. Diyos ko, add to cart. Talaga nga naman.
Ang galing kasi
Panoorin
parang-
nyo daw.
May mga, one na.
Parang if you think about it, thematically, it's a simple look na parang, okay, magsusuot siya ng, ano yan yung braided retaso na mukhang fishnet, tapos magbabato siya ng isda. But the delivery,
Correct.
It's
the
the most
idea, the
impactful.
concept, the
Correct.
camp.
Tsaka ang ganda ni Bakla.
Oh,
perfect.
hello, mukha na siyang Mama Mary ulit.
Maganda.
Pero yung doon ako nauga yung parang lalabas siya, and tas iisipin mo,
Asan
yan,
dyan?
yan yung tech look niya.
Oo.
Pagka ganun,
Clear.
yan ang tech
Oo.
look.
Correct.
Kumbaga clear winner si Bakla dito.
Yeah.
Parang gigive ko sa kanya.
And for me, sa look ni Viñas, yung pinaka-clear na the runway theme was the headline of the look. Diba? Na parang that has to be the centerpiece.
Yung parang-
Diba?
hindi nila alam magpapasabog ako.
Correct.
Nakataka ni
Diba?
Bakla sa likod. Wait lang kayo.
Correct. Siguro pagdating ni Viñas, nung sinabi na ito yung category, ay lagot kayo sa mga
Diba parang
isda
atake
ko.
ni- You're gonna gag.
I think this look shot her into the top.
Yeah,
Correct.
Like,
definitely.
definitely maganda yung performance niya, maganda yung
Yeah.
verse. Pero ito yung look na parang,
Correct.
ganun
Maganda ang
siya.
package ni
Actually,
Viñas.
feeling ko more than that, this look probably secured her the top spot agad.
Yes.
And everyone was just really playing for second place.
Good.
And
God.
talagang
Pasabog si Alaga this time.
pasabog to sobra. It's also like very Filipino din, di ba?
Package niya talaga from previous episode. Parang ang gaganda lahat. In
Correct.
fairness, may budget
So,
Alaga ako.
At saka ang papuet, palakpakan natin ang papuet at pautong.
yung pearl in the butt crack, just that parang, that didn't have to be there. But it was a
Oo.
detail added just to add like one
Correct.
more laugh.
Like parang gusto ko sabihin na she's still that girl inside. Alam mo yung parang she's still that campy girl inside.
Correct.
Pero like fashion to this time. Parang ako pa rin to. Nakakatawa pa din ako.
Pasabog. Up next, we have Bernie na merong mga pa-wings-wings mechanic sa baba. What say you, Versex?
I'm not obsessed.
Okay.
That's it. Like, medyo forgettable siya for me kasi I just feel like I've seen this silhouette before and I don't know, like medyo underwhelming siya for me. For me lang naman, like parang okay, next.
If this was a look, again, if you see this look in a bar, in a like a pageant, mauga ka kasi it's one of a kind. But in the lineup of all of the tech looks, of
Especially
all the
coming after
moving looks,
Viñas. I mean,
Parang,
yeah.
okay, next.
Yeah. I think if this came out as the first look on the runway,
Oo, parang-
this would have probably fared better
ano
in our
yan?
heads.
Kumbaga pag sa barangay pageant, hala, ang galing,
Oo, parang, gumagalaw.
gumagalaw.
Alaga.
Pero ngayon, lahat naman sila gumagalaw eh. Parang
Correct.
ganun siya.
Yeah. But it is still a very clean
Yes.
look if you think about it.
And
Diba?
it's a very technically hard look to execute.
Oo,
Girl,
totoo
di
yun.
madali yung ganyan-ganyan.
Mahirap.
Ganun.
Alam po nilang mahirap mag-all-stars. Okay? Alam naman po nila.
Alam ko naman, just aware naman kami dito. Pero kaya paulit-ulit namin sinabi, kami lang to ha.
Up next, we have Arizona Brandy representing the element of fire as an Aries.
Alam
Fellow
mo.
Aries ko siya. Fire sign ka din. So, fellow
Oo.
fire sign natin yan.
Like parang tama yung sinabi niya na parang hindi ko in-expect na magkakaroon siya ng gantong look. I will realize na parang meron siyang ganyang look na parang okay. Okay girl, I'll give that to you.
Silhouette pa lang, tipo,
Oo.
okay, this is new. Diba?
Like parang okay pasabog, ate. Like give ko sa'yo. Like,
And ako, ang pinakagusto ko dito is the subtlety of the tech. Parang ano lang siya, napakagandang exclamation point to a good outfit.
it's so good.
'Di ba? Parang hindi overpowering yung tech, hindi highlight yung tech, pero hindi rin siya low-key na hindi mo papansin.
Correct. I want that on my size.
Pasok pa rin sa brief, no? So, yeah, and part
Girl,
of her edit.
Arizona Brandy, I think she's trying out for the fashion girl, or
And
the fashion
you
girl
know,
title.
she should. Kaya niya. And you know, Mama Pao loves it, so that's something. Up next, we have Ivory Glaze as a look alone without the tech part. What do you think?
It's okay.
Okay.
I don't hate it, I don't love it.
But
May ganun siyang-
with the tech, does it elevate it a bit?
Hindi rin.
Okay.
Like parang I hate the silhouette, basta I hate the fit.
Ako naman parang the idea of the look was a pattern, which is not much of an idea.
Like parang for me, mix siya.
These
Like,
girls are just...
No.
is it an impactful look or is she just skinny?
That's what people say about you.
Okay, medyo nauga ako dun sa part na yon. Pero parang
Are you reading yourself, girl?
Yeah! Correct.
Huh?
Correct.
parang
Sorry po. Pero basta.
yun eh. Parang it's a technically competent.
Hindi ba
That will be the first clip of the promo.
You read me.
For me, it's a technically competent look in terms of like execution ng garment, in terms of the execution tech. It's a competent look. But the story of the dress of the look kasi is, the story is a pattern, which isn't really a story.
Got it.
Parang
Yes,
ganun
that
lang.
makes a lot of sense, actually, yeah. So, like this one here.
But I
It's
love
just
her,
about-
I love her voiceover. I love Ivory's voiceover.
Maybe
Yung-
you're skinny, so parang maybe...
But you know, if you got it, flaunt it, right?
Kaya nga skinny ka na, but the fit is not.
Okay.
Like parang just ko. Okay. Love that for her and for me too.
Ako, I loved Ivory's voiceover. And alam mo, good for her na gumagana pa rin yung tech niya after being stuffed into a suitcase.
Correct din naman.
And alam mo, tama ka na nakatulong yung voiceover. And because of the voiceover, I think mas lalong naging klaro sa akin na the Ivory Glaze drag persona actually is campier pa than how it's being presented
She's
right
so
now.
effervescent.
Effervescent. Diyos ko na.
And
Pero
alam-
ka?
Di bakla,
Ako,
Pinugo TV din
girl,
tayo. Bakla.
Ivory was like a ninja narrator of this episode. Ang ganda nung ganda ng confessionals niya, ang ganda ng mga side comments niya, yung mga one-liners niya. That's what saved the look for me, is her personality, her sense of humor, her delivery of that voiceover. It made it make sense.
Yes. Okay, so sino ang favorite look nyo this week?
Kitty.
Kitty Space.
Siya talaga.
Ay, hindi, sorry. Vinyas ako.
Vinyas,
Vinyas
yeah.
Ako
Vinyas
Kitty. Between those two, parang mas for me, mas fashion yung isa eh. Lean towards talaga ako palagi sa fashion.
Ako sobrang nag-work sa akin yung theatricality nung kay Vinyas na parang it started out as such a simple look with a great story, with a great concept, and then the execution nung binagsak niya yung mga isdats, gumaganon-ganon, parang,
You're gonna gag.
oo.
Quintessential Venus yun. So, pasabog yun. And then we find out the top two Slaysians this week are Arizona Brandy and Venus Deluxe. I say, tama.
Tama na
deserve.
naman.
Tama. If we are really looking at, the girl group challenge, both the lyrics and the performance, and then the runway, it makes perfect sense. Kiana, I think, would have been a close third, but hindi ko alam kung sino yung papalit ko dun sa dalawa.
Ako naman, I would have
Ako si
loved...
Diday, ilalagay.
Si Diday, oo nga, actually.
I would have loved to secret
Kasi yung look ni Diday
for...
yung masyadong wit eh.
Oo,
Pero
nga,
sobrang strong ba nung song sa'yo na parang worthy siya talaga?
Minsan kasi parang di na kinukonsider naman yung runway. Just go, tigil
Pero
din
tama,
naman.
Diday din.
I would
Diday.
have loved to see critiques for Diday, for Kitty Space and Suki Doll.
Yeah.
Correct.
I wouldn't necessarily claim that like they're in the top safe, but I would have loved to see judges' critiques
Yeah.
for those three, just because I did like their performance and I did like their look
Correct.
enough na parang ano yung thoughts ng judges dito? Where does this place in the competition?
And now that, we also got to look at all the lyrics, parang feeling ko just as, lyrics lang, parang kay Diday talaga yung pinakapasabog talaga.
Kay Diday nga.
So,
Siya talaga.
anyway, and then Arizona and Venus Deluxe lip sync to XL by Sylvie. First of all, we're seeing two really masterful lip syncers here. Powerhouse. I think they deserved a better song to just play more into their strengths. But katabi ko si Eva kagabi dun sa viewing party. Talagang kita mo parang kahit ihain mo sa kanila yung gantong song, it's still a treat to be able to see them do it together.
Yun nga yung gusto kong sabihin na parang in idea, we're about to see two very masterful lip syncers, but in the edit we saw one because all of Arizona's highlight moments were edited out.
Gets. Parang for me, kahit sino sa kanila pwedeng manalo kasi nga powerhouse lip syncers silang dalawa.
Girl,
So, parang,
may reveal na outfit sa Arizona, hindi halos pinakita. Nag-split din yata siya, hindi halos pinakita. Doon lang ako parang, yun yung naging letdown na, I get it, we want to edit the winner of the lip sync as the winner of the lip sync. Pero wag mo naman tanggalin yung exciting part.
Correct.
Parang ibigay nyo naman sa amin.
Oo.
Kasi parang fan dream pa rin to na
Oo.
makita yung dalawang magpuksa.
Diba?
Diba?
Doon ako na-letdown na parang, ang ganda na ng laban, tapos tatanggalin nyo yung moment ng isa.
But also, speaking of like, puksaan, I could tell na parang both of them were just really having fun performing together because sa bandang dulo, they exchanged like a very quick look na parang, oh my God, we're lip syncing together as the top two. And I thought that was just very, very cute.
Kasi walang pressure, hindi sila matatagal.
Correct.
Kung ako rin yan, Diyos ko,
Hindi katulad yung dalawa.
Kung ako yan, kung ako yan, tataihan ko. Earn ako.
Ako naman talaga, yung Miss Manila lip sync, I didn't win that. I survived that. Yun talaga yung for me kasi
Miss Manila yan, tama na nga.
Pero diba, I think yun rin yung parang, sana sa lip syncs moving forward, we see more of the joy that you get out of just lip syncing for the win. Kasi we saw a glimpse of that and parang, shit, ang cute nun.
Iba pala yung lip sync for your life tsaka lip sync for the win. No? Parang mas caring panoorin yung lip sync for the win. Kasi nag-enjoy mga bakla. Like, parang hindi sila masyadong update.
Saka na parang nasabihan na sila na parang ang galing nyo tonight. So parang victory lap na.
Parang,
diba?
Ano na lang to? Validation
para
lang to.
ano na lang to, bang number.
Ma-validate lang ako dito.
Parang lalabas na lang ako.
Ayun
parang,
yun diba? Sobrang, diba? Sobrang cute nun. Parang, yeah, anyway.
Naglalaro na lang mga bakla.
Correct.
Ko.
Yeah. Ayan.
Tapos,
ayan
Kyauti.
diba? Sobrang cute. Yeah. I mean, thank you pa rin, I guess, because of this song, we got that moment. Diba?
Yeah.
But again, I can't wait to see how the next lip syncs turn out because if we can get more yung parang, it becomes a duet.
Yeah.
Eventually, because it will always start as buksaan, but if it eventually ends up as a duet, I think that's just so nice to see.
I kind of wanna see na mag-win yung mga international kasi gusto ko makita kung anong caliber nila sa lip sync. Kasi parang this past 2 episodes puro
Filipinas,
yung
well, Siam.
Yeah.
But yeah, parang I also want to get to see. I also want to get to see the other girls
Siguro si Suki.
perform.
Correct.
Ganun,
Kitty,
diba?
ganyan.
Yeah. So yeah, exciting. Venus bags the Rue badge this week. Palakpakan natin si Miss Venus Deluxe. Well-deserved, well-earned, and I think, up until the start of the lip sync, it could have been anybody's
Yes.
game. And like Venus really gave it her all. So it was like a very, very sweet win for Miss Venus Deluxe.
Yes. And then, syempre, moving on to the results ng ating lipstick kinemerut.
Bottom doon natin I see
Ivory Glaze and Something Wong.
Si Something Wong is now Something Gone. Dahil ang lipstick niya ang pinili ni Venus. Kind of sad to see Something Wong go home because of a number of things. Number one, just the nostalgia that we have somebody from UK1
Yes.
here for me. It's just like, but also at the same time, ang ganda ng dalang drama.
Correct.
Ni Something
Yung TV,
Wong.
yung pa-TV
Like,
ni Mama.
Diba? Parang sana like maybe a week or 2 more.
I think siya yung magdadala ng feeling ko ng spice kasi kaya niyang kumagat eh.
But I
Diba?
also, from what we saw dun sa antak nila, I also really did not want Ivory to go
Yeah.
home. Because I felt for her of wanting to kind of rewrite history in a
Yeah.
sense, wanting to show better than your
Correct.
season.
Yeah.
Gets ko yun eh.
Yeah, and I think we're not saying here na parang we prefer somebody else to go
Oo,
home.
walang
It's just that
ganun.
now that Something Wong is gone, parang ay sayang, we could have been more...
There's something missing.
Okay, rin itong
Something
yanigin.
missing na lang. Oh.
Kaya niyang yanigin tong whole show na to.
Baka ganun daw, dapat pag second out ang tinatanggal yung mga TV Gold.
Ay, oo nga. Oo nga, gusto ano talaga.
Babalik pa rin namin sa'yo to, syempre.
Ako na naman eh.
Alright, and that is it for the recap of Drag Race Philippines Malaysian Royale Girl Group episode.
Correct. At ang Becca Naman podcast now has fewer subscribers because of the episode that we just had. So hey, to the people who are left, thank you. Don't leave us.
Ano ba yun?
Sa
The views
mga
and opinions? Oh.
nag-unsubscribe, okay na. Sige na mga nak.
Siya po.
Bye.
Bye.
Mag-ano ka, the views and opinions?
The views and opinions of the
Kinembelu.
guest
Oo.
do not reflect the views and opinions of the host unless we say so. Charot.
Correct.
go.
The views and opinions of the guest only matter if it gives us additional clout.
Correct.
And that is it for the recap. Let us move on to our very special interview with the very, very pale and tall Ivory Glaze. And here we are at the very special time of the episode where we get to talk with one of our Slasian girls. While she's still here in Manila, please welcome Ivory Glaze.
Mabuhay! How are we?
We are good. All of us were just together last
Yeah.
night at the viewing party.
Yes, we were.
You went to another gig, so we're all just trying to make sense of time and our bodies at this moment.
Yes.
Right?
Honestly, though, like being in Manila, you guys operate so late in the day than what I'm used to.
Oh.
So I'm like fully out of whack with the time. Even like in Sydney, like our latest show is probably 2:30 latest.
PM?
Oh, sorry, AM. It's like our
Okay.
latest.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But like you guys are going, like that's at the main club. You guys are at Obar till like 6 in the fucking morning. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah. They operate on different level.
yeah. And I was-
We're that hospitable. We really show
Yeah.
you. Even your body clock will get the full Filipino experience.
Yes.
it's immersive for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
But how's that like so far? How has like the Filipino fan culture, how has being a working drag queen in the Philippines been like so far for you?
It is amazing. I've really, really appreciated coming to the Philippines. I think like when I went on Down Under, I had like a fantasy of like how I would be like coming back and like there'll be fans and it's enjoying. They'll come meet me and none of that happened. But this time it's actually happening. So I get to live that fantasy a bit and also just like really appreciate what I've just signed up to be in. I mean, my body is broken because I've been working so much, but that's a good thing, right? It's better
Yeah.
to be working more than to be at home and do nothing.
It's a privilege to have body ache from working.
Yeah.
So, the Filipinos have been loving you on Station Royale and them experiencing you in the different clubs, in the different viewing parties. So I guess let's just talk about currently like where you are in the competition. So first question would have to be, I guess, what made you say yes to going to Station, coming back again?
Yeah, it's been at the time that you filmed First Leisure, it was like 2 years after
Yeah.
you filmed your original season.
Yeah, it was 2 years. I think it's because my original season, I mean, I wasn't a full-time drag queen. It was my hobby. And I was like, sometimes I do a gig here and there, and that's how fun, right? Your hobby you get paid for. And this was an opportunity Down Under was to they just asked. I was like, okay, sure. And then I actually got to work as a full-time drag queen after
The show.
the show.
Oh.
So like that was my career shift from corporate to drag and creative industry. So I've been doing that for 2 years now. And I thought I should try come back and see what I could do. I mean, I would have loved to just come back to a regular season because I feel like the last time I did it didn't count. That wasn't me. I'm actually the first.
That was Patricia.
Yeah, I'm the first ever contestant to do All Stars without doing an original season. So thank you so much, you guys.
Icon.
Wait, I also want to like just quickly talk about this whole Ivory Glaze gaslighter thing apparently. So you say that you were the Miss Congeniality of your season, but there wasn't an official Miss Congeniality vote on your season.
And we are saying this with the Philippines Miss Congeniality behind the cameras right now. So Versex
Her
is
current
here.
our current
Yeah,
rating.
Our current rating. So,
So what's that all about?
What is
this,
that all
like,
about?
gaslighting situation?
Well, you know what it was? We were at the finale party, and Isis, our season 3 winner, got crowned. And there was a drag queen, and they were filming a vlog. And I was just drunk, and I just took the flowers backstage. She's like, "How are you?" And I'm like, "Hi, Miss Congeniality." And then I just posted the video, and people were like, "Oh!" And then it started this whole debate, and eventually they were just like, "Okay." And then that's it.
You know what?
It's
Can we
canon
make
now.
this a little official? Can you just hold like a fake crown and just crown her right
here,
now?
Come here.
Come here.
The
crown
current
her.
reigning Miss Congeniality of Drag Race Philippines officially crowning Ivory as the Miss Congeniality of Drag Race on Under Season 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. And now can I get the check too? No, girl. No, girl. Okay.
I'm so sorry. We don't have money
okay.
right now.
I thought you guys get
We
money
don't have
for
the budget
Congeniality.
for that.
So you get on Station Royale, you get to the Philippines, and then of course we want to know, like, what were your first impressions of the Filipino girls?
I was really excited to meet all of them. I've watched all the Philippine seasons.
Ooh.
interestingly, like when I went on Down Under, and I think for most people, they kind of know who else is going to be in the cast before they go there. I couldn't find shit about this one. So I had no idea who was going to be there. I don't know if I was in the wrong Reddit thread or something. I couldn't find anything. So I was like, oh, hi. And I was expecting to see the people that I saw there. And they're also lovely. And like Venus and I, we've talked before because of that Bonga airtime. And the girls are so lovely. And just happy to meet them. And they were nice instead of being cunts. So that's good. Oh, sorry. Beep that one.
No, we're keeping that in. You can say cunt as much
Cunt on
as you
in.
want.
Yes.
See, there now I've made it Filipino.
So how different was, we've kind of talked about this a little bit on the DMs, but how different was it filming Slasian from Down Under?
It was quite different. It was hot as hell, like genuinely, like because RuPaul was still there when I was filming. Yeah, it was nice. Sorry, season 4, but RuPaul needs it ice fucking cold there, right? And so I had sleeveless things in my original season, and I got sick because I was so cold. So this time I thought it was gonna be ice cold again. So I have a big fur coat in the confessionals. I've got all like my entrance look. I've got like these big titty bib and this long gown. I was sweating, girl. Like honestly, like I broke the mic pack from sweat. Like short circuited it on the entrance. And besides that, though, like there's a lot more space and a lot more people. So it was a good experience.
And then episode 1, I think one of the highlights from the episode and also maybe from you really was your answer at the Q&A with the whole penguin situation.
Yes, our penguin advocate Ivory Glade.
Yeah,
Yes, I
so
love
like,
penguins.
can you just like share with us more how that very inspired answer found its way to your brain and into our TV screens?
Well, I actually had to go pee before we did the Q&A. So like it was just quickly running back. And I saw all the tissues to dry our faces because we were all sweating. So I just shoved them in my boob. And we don't know what the questions are. And we didn't know how to answer the questions. I thought it was like a parody thing that we were going to do. But
Yeah, I
then
think
Suki
that-
Doll was solving world peace. And then like Siam was asked, how is love important? And then I got asked how to end all discrimination. I was like, I don't know what I want to do, but my plan is just to talk about something and start crying like those like really emotional pageant people. And then penguins because there's gay penguins and that's it.
That's true.
That's why.
Yeah, I love that.
That's quite a journey. But yeah, I think that was kind of like a common thread for the girls in the cast. Like some briefing got lost at some point of how serious or how unserious you were supposed to take the Q&A.
Yeah, it was very much that. Especially because we knew that Shutaka was like not, like it's just like a joke word, right? It means like bitch or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, that makes me think that it's going to be a comedy Q&A. So I don't know, got weird real quick.
Well, you weren't there during our episode 1 viewing party, but in the room, like your answer was hilarious. People were laughing because it was like much needed levity from maybe some of the serious answers that we got like earlier into that particular segment. And then
Honestly, I think people are taking your edit so far really well because you're giving this kind of like lighthearted, happy to be here kind of energy
Yeah.
compared to the people know the Filipino girls are like very competitive and you were just like, hey.
Yeah, I'm just vibing, to be honest. Last time I was so miserable doing Down Under. So this time I was like, I just want to go and have fun. I probably should have also thought about the competition part. But like, I mostly want to just go and like, just turn a bad experience into a good one. Like, rewrite that history.
Well, speaking of like an interesting experience, so there is a meme, I think right now going around where you were caught between something Wong and Yua. One would say it was a bit of world war happening there with you in the middle.
I think what really happened was, I'm neurodivergent. I've got ADHD, and something is also neurodivergent. And neurodivergent people have special interests. And when they have those, they can be very passionate about their special interests and have a lot of ideas and thoughts come through. Something's one is K-pop. So that she got really into it and like idea. And unfortunately the girls, like, we couldn't keep up with all these ideas and then things were changing. And I was like, we should really just get this blocking done first. So at least we know where the hell we're going to go. And then we can work out start a choreo, and then we build up from there. But it was kind of like, we'll start a little bit of the blocking, and then an idea for the choreo comes through, and then... So the girls were getting a bit frustrated. And it was hot, and we were like getting filmed, and we're just like, none of us are really like K-pop dancers. And, well, I'm not a dancer at all. But I was getting irritated as well. I think we all were. I know I'm not a dancer. I wanted to telepathically say to Kiana, hello, mabuhay, have me make, I'm Filipino, what are you doing? I'll join that team. Because at least they would have some choreo that I could learn. I was ready to just like really drill it in and learn.
Got it.
But we didn't have any choreograph. And then it ended up on the day of the challenge. I think they didn't show when we walk into the workroom and go around the table. I think Yuha started it, where she was like, girl, like, you like the choreo, you screwing us over, whatever. And then that's when we were getting ready. Something just was like, and that's when that all started.
Well, tensions were high. It was it's like the kind of drag race drama that as fans we kind of like want to see, but I'm sure experiencing it or like being in there was not the most comfortable to be in.
No, I didn't mind. I mean, look, I kind of was getting frustrated too. Even though, have you seen the clip from season 2 of US where Tyra's kind of singing in the workroom?
Yeah.
Something, again, was singing like the chorus out loud, and I'm just trying to like think of lyrics that match the brief. And I was like, I can't think, so I had to like leave. And I was already like, from that point on, I was a little bit irritated, but happy to move on. But it just because it kept evolving, and we knew how good the Filipinos were going to be. So everyone was just getting frustrated. Even Suki got frustrated at one point.
Good thing you mentioned that, you know, that everybody knew that the Filipinos were gonna do well. So I guess, what was the atmosphere like with your group in terms of like, oh my God, everyone is just really trying to avoid to be in the bottom now. How was that energy like?
Well, I think I realistically was trying to just not be in the bottom too. I knew that our team was going to be in the bottom. I didn't know if they were going to do a full like one team's top, one team in the bottom. So there could be standouts that could get saved. But I mean, live and die by your girl group, right? So like,
Live and die by your girl group.
I was just like, look, the girls were excited, and I was excited to just have a new chance to write a verse that people can understand. I just wanted to survive, and I was kind of keeping to myself that like, you know, we're kind of fucked, but like, play along.
I'm feeling a lot of like cinematic parallels right now. I'm just like having a deja vu moment as you talk about.
What flashbacks?
Yeah. So that was a stressful time because you end up in the bottom too. I asked you this question last night in terms of like the whole, what was your strategy in terms of pleading to either Viñas or Arizona? How were there very important things that, you know, got lost in the edit? Just a little more story into that particular incident.
Not really, to be honest. Like, what I said is true. Like, I really wanted a chance to just introduce myself and show myself. And it's annoying because I'm doing a challenge that I failed at last time. And I just wanted to do a challenge that was like something that I can do well at, like a comedy or a roast or an acting or anything like that. But instead I had to do a fucking dance challenge again. And it was annoying. And for me, I was telling the girls, well, actually they told me what it was like to be a drag queen in the Philippines. They're like, we're like celebrities. We get like stopped by people and it's amazing. We have assistants. It's like, girl, I could go to the gay club in Sydney and they don't know who I am. They ask me what my name is. I chalk that down to a glow up though. So that's why I'm prettier now than I was on TV. But they like, that's the kind of like, I want a chance to have something like that. Something also was on the first season of UK. She has tons of followers. So I would like a chance. And I just spoke from the heart. And then I got confused and I asked to get sent home by accident.
And you got it here in the Philippines. You know, the fans love you. You're in a
They're
lot
obsessed with you. You have a ship at the moment.
Yeah,
I know.
Actually, like let's get down to that. Like, what are your thoughts? So it's been known that the Filipino fans, they love to ship their queens for some reason or another. How you're currently being shipped the most with Viñas, right?
Yeah.
How's that?
Look, at first it did kind of catch me off guard. but I know it's all in good fun, and I'm happy to play along. I love doing that sort of stuff. But I will say that my actual boyfriend messaged me the other day. He was like, "I'm a bit confused." He's very Caucasian, so he did not understand what was going on, and I was like, "It's lightheartedness,
fictional.
yeah."
This is fan culture.
Yeah, I'm not like going into Venus's apartment and doing some stuff. I don't know what the word is.
Yeah. I'm sure that particular clip, like the fans will edit that and then they will put like
I was
very
in
nice
Venus's room, like,
transitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
As you said in your pageant tagline, never leave a dick unsucked.
Yeah.
and now you are so you're only in Manila for
A few more
a
days,
few more
yeah.
days from the time we're filming this. I guess how will you remember your time here in Manila?
This has been amazing. This has been the most, honestly, like mind-blowingly insane experience. Like I just could never imagine that this would be the reception that I would get. And even though I like watched this episode, I haven't seen anyone be extra mean about it. So that's nice. And everyone was quite lovely actually. So honestly for me, like I'm feeling great and I'm just enjoying every minute of it.
Well, we do hope you come back, and
Yes.
we're only on episode 2. We can't wait to see what else you bring to the competition. So I guess with that, like maybe a very short preview teaser of what we should
What more do we
expect.
expect from you this season and for at least like this era?
Well, you can expect a lot of black. A lot of black costumes, a lot
Black
of
color.
black hair.
Black color.
Yeah, black collars.
Black color.
Black color
Yeah.
of the clothes.
Yeah.
Let's begin.
And the hair. Okay, what were you thinking I was suggesting?
Race? Not that. Stupid.
Cut that from the liver. Cut that. Definitely a lot of black clothing and hair. I don't know why. I just had an obsession with it. Maybe a few tears. Maybe that's sweat. Maybe it's tears. We don't know. And just a lot more fun and hopefully more fun sound bites and like random clips that they got of me in the confessional. Because I just
you
like
were the
say
confessional
shit,
girl in
girl.
episode 2.
I'm just saying stuff, and then if they put it in, they put it in.
Yeah.
But the really shady stuff I said, but not like mean shady, but like my level of shady, they cut those out. So that's nice.
wow.
So maybe that was too shady.
But yeah, so more bodily fluids and fun
Yes.
to expect from Ivory Glaze. So thank you so much for spending a very quick interview with us here and for joining us last night at our viewing party.
Thank you for having me
Yes.
for this and the viewing party. It's
Yes.
been a really amazing time.
Girl, whenever you want to come back, let us know.
Yes.
If we have a show, we'll put you on it.
Yes.
I would love to.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank you,
much.
thank you so much.
Tapos na yung interview with Ivory Glaze. Meron ka pang special appearance doon. Yun lang.
Ano masasabi mo sa kanya?
Oo.
Pasabog siya out of drag.
Tama. Yung outfit niya, pasabog
Actually.
Roblis. Nakawin ko to.
Parang, bawasan mo yung baggage mo
Correct.
pa uwi. Amin na yan.
Yung necklace mo, akin na.
But again, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcast and Spotify. And make sure to subscribe on YouTube and hit the follow button on Spotify. Somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere there. Follow us on Instagram at BeckenemenPod. And our viewing parties are back. Ang aming
Yes.
pasabog lineup for episode 3. Maxi, Arizona, Bernie, Kiana.
And another handpicked local girl, Wayne Protein, will be shaking up the stage.
Sana
Miss
mabook, di
Ver-
ba?
Ito na nga, sabihin ko na nga, nasan ka ba ng episode 4 or 5? Book ka na ba?
Uunahin ko kayo, syempre. Uy, boss, dito muna
Basta
ako. Tutuhog ako, ha?
Pag-uusapan namin yan. Abangan nyo lang si Versex
Correct.
soon.
Diyos
But
ko
in the
naman.
meantime, where can they see you?
Correct.
Ano ang mga regular gigs mo? Saan kanila sundan na social media?
Wah, nakalaban eh.
Hindi, okay lang yun. Okay lang yun.
Bird.sex on Instagram and TikTok.
And anong masasabi mo sa upcoming album ni Taylor Swift?
Life of a showgirl.
Anyway, that's
I
it.
too.
Goodbye!
Nilaro!
Life of a showgirl. Isama mo yun, ha?
Riot.
Life of a showgirl.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.